Alright, y'all, back again with another video. This time I'm going to be reviewing the upcoming Secret Wars, Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine. I got the whole pack of figures this morning. I got it from the CMD store, they're a Canadian store, I think in Montreal, Canada. They tend to get figures a couple weeks early or so before most stores get them. So that's why I got it. I paid a little bit extra for it, but I mean, I spent all this money on the action figures anyway, so might as well. But I'll be reviewing most of the figures in the line. But I just want to do this one first because I think this is one of the ones that people are anticipating the most. So let's get them open. Oh, but first, here's the package. It's based upon, I believe, the Mattel Secret Wars figures from the 80s. So that's how the package is. You can see, well, you can't see, but hold on. You can see Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine. There's the package. The back of the package. If you want to pause and read that. On a patchwork battle world, Wolverine fights in a raging war alongside the X-Men, but is wary of forging alliances outside his trusted fellow mutants. And there's a picture of Wolverine. These are the other figures in the wave. Hopefully they do some more figures in this wave, or in another wave. Alright, so enough talking. Let's get this figure open. Alright, here he is at the package. This is my favorite costume of Wolverine. The very first comic book that I actually purchased with my own money, or it wasn't my money, it was my allowance money from my mom. She gave me money to buy candy. Was X-Men Volume 2, Number 1, in 1991. It was the cover, the Jim Lee cover. Well, they're all Jim Lee, but it was the cover of Wolverine and Cyclops. And Wolverine in this costume, not this belt, but in this costume. And I fell in love with comic books at that point. This was the costume. This is my favorite costume. This is the costume that I grew an attachment to because, like I said, it's my first time seeing Wolverine was in this costume. I mean, a lot of people like the Tiger Strike costume, but me, I always liked this costume. I had a friend's older brother at the time. He had a huge comic book collection at the time, a lot of X-Men comics from the 80s. He let me read them, and this was the costume was featured. And at the time, it was written, drawn by Paul Smith, John Romita Jr., Dave Cockrum. But I mean, it was first debuted by John Byrne in 1981, I believe, right after the Phoenix Saga or whatever, Dark Phoenix. Anyways, so this is my favorite look. The figure itself is on the X-Men 97 Wolverine body. It's pinless. This has some boot swivel, which is cool. Pinless knees. I'm not going to go too much into articulation because it's pretty much the same. If you had that X-Men 97 Wolverine, it's the same articulation. Ankle rockers and all that. So yeah, it's the same exact figure. I mean, only difference is the shoulder pads and the belt, but his underwear or whatever is sculpted onto this part, which is cool. I like how they're doing that. Butterfly joints is kind of stuck a little bit, but yeah. He has a smirking face here. I kind of wish they would have gave him a more serious face. Alternate head. I think he should have came with 3 heads. The smirking head, a snarling head or a stoic face, and then the unmasked head. Arms, the hair is painted. The fist. And let's go with the accessories. Of course, he comes with the claw hands. Not really a fan of I don't know if you can see that. Try to focus. Yeah. It's not much. It's thin material. I think the claws can come out. I'm not going to take them out. I wish they would have kept with the claws that were on the Uncanny X-Force Wolverine. Those claws, those are the best clawed Wolverine figures we had. So, but yeah, that's it for that. The unmasked head. Oops. Hold on. Light got knocked down. So, the unmasked head. If I can focus. Come on, focus. Don't know if y'all can see that, but the unmasked head is cool. Again, it represents Wolverine, how he was drawn around the time of Secret Wars. And I haven't read Secret Wars, the book, in a long time. I think maybe 10 years, 15 years. I'm talking about the one, the original, not the one that they did in 2015 or whatever. But there's that ugly looking Wolverine. So he looks good. I wish he would have came also with the unmasked, or the mask, come down like they typically do, but it's whatever. As you can see, like I said, it's not much. If you have the X-Men 97 Wolverine, it's pretty much the same figure. It's just painted, obviously. And when this was revealed at Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con back in July, a lot of people were speculating that this was going to be part of arcade wave, since the Sentinels debuted around that time, from the 92 Konami arcade game, but it was for the Secret Wars, so that was cool. And then a lot of people speculated that this Wolverine was part of the Wave 3 of X-Men 97, but it's not. Some people have a problem with the color because they think the brown is too, or the orange, or the brown is too. But this is how it was on the original figure, the original Mattel figure from the 80s, from 84, 85. So, and I had that figure. I had it years ago. I don't have it obviously now. I might track it down for nostalgic purposes, but yeah, that's how it goes. I mean, I'm pretty confident that they're going to do this Wolverine again, probably for X-Men wave, X-Men 97 wave, the third wave or fourth wave, because he did wear this costume in the last episode. So, Hasbro, they're going to do that. Other accessory is this little thingy. If you kind of move it around a little bit, has the unmasked Wolverine, has the mask. Again, this was reflective. This is something that they did back in the original wave, back in the 80s, and it opens up. So you can take that out and put this 40th anniversary of Secret Wars. So it's a little cool feature. A lot of people have a problem with it, but it's like, people got to understand, these are tribute waves to these figures, so they're basically trying to get it as close to possible as it was the original wave back in the 80s. But it would have made a little bit more sense to give Wolverine, I think he had the black claws or something like that. But anyways, I got this Wolverine because it's going to be my standard Wolverine from this costume that he wore back in the day. It's my favorite Wolverine costume. So there you go. All right, I'm going to compare him to some other Wolverines. All right, here is the Wolverine from the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave from 2016, 8 years ago. Wow, time flies. Even though I like this Wolverine, pinless and everything, the colors are not really all that, but this is still my favorite Wolverine figure of all time. I will keep this Wolverine forever. So, hand is coming out. So, as you can see, this one is a little bit taller than this Wolverine. Maybe it's because of the mask, but it's a little bit taller. So, that's that Wolverine. Then we're going to go with the first retro card wave Wolverine, or retro wave from, I believe it was 2017. This was a more accurate color costume for Wolverine. Again, it's the same figure as the other one. It's just painted differently. And these claws are actually from Can of Beams, metal claws. So, and while I'm here, let me just see if, so, it doesn't match up color-wise, but I mean, if you want to paint this to match this color, you could probably do that. So you can have a more serious looking Wolverine. So, yeah. I think I got some extra Wolverine heads, so I might paint this to match up with this. But yeah, so if you want to do that, and if you want to do this, yeah, actually, that would kind of work a little bit. Yeah, that actually kind of looks good. It doesn't match up completely, but again, if you have an extra one of these, then you can paint it so you can have a smirk Wolverine. It kind of fits loose a little bit, but not a whole lot. So that's an option you have there. All right, go through the other Wolverines. Basically going through every Wolverine that was released in the last 8 years or so. So this is the Tiger Stripe Wolverine from the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure wave. His mask is kind of bent. Once again, Can of Beam claws. Same exact Wolverine. Nothing different. So let's see something else. So it doesn't match up completely, but I mean, if you're doing ACBA, you might be able to finagle it a little bit, but actually it's not that bad, really. So, yeah, they're the same height. Or potentially, I mean, this one's a little bit bigger. You see the mask. So, there you go. Oh, and while I'm here, I might as well just do this. See if this head works, the unmasked head. Yeah, actually, yeah, that actually works pretty good. Okay, the Uncanny X-Force Wolverine. So, again, this Wolverine's a little bit taller. And like I was saying before, the claws, I like the claws on this Wolverine. Still the best claws they ever put on Wolverine figure. I wish they would implement that more in figures for Wolverine, but it is what it is. And then the X-Men 97 Wolverine. This is a figure that's hard to get for a lot of people. They missed out on it, which I had no problem with it because I pre-ordered the figure. I mean, people are like, oh, I couldn't find it in the stores, which I actually have multiples of this figure. I have one for my X-Men display. I have one in my X-Men 97 display. And then I have one just for keeps or whatever. So, yeah. So as you can see, they're the same figure. Only difference between this one, obviously the paint and the belt, is you have the shoulder pads. And this one, the hair is not painted. It's sculpted, but it's not painted. So, yeah, you have this Wolverine. So, let's see if the swaps will work. And that doesn't look too bad. I mean, the yellows are, this yellow is a little bit more brighter, but if you're doing ACBA, you know, It looks pretty good. It looks really good. And I don't know if you watch model or what's his name, display model behavior, but there's rumors that there's going to be another Wolverine in that X-Men 97 Wave 3. So it might be this color Wolverine, or it might be civilian Wolverine. I don't know. It goes this. So, and wow, this yellow or actually matches up really good with this. So that actually looks really good. Real good. And actually got another one I want to compare real quick. And this is actually from the X-Men 92 VHS Wolverine, the snarling Wolverine head. Let's see how it fits on this. It obviously has the cell shading, but yeah, that actually looks really good. That looks real good. Yeah, this really looks good. I mean, obviously have the cell shading and stuff, but you can get that off with some acetone or the paint remover stuff. But yeah, that looks really good. Wow, I didn't think it was going to turn out that good. That looks really good. I'm surprised about that. And while I have this X-Men 97 Wolverine, let me get the unmasked head, see how it fits on here. And yeah, that looks good. That looks real good. Yeah, that looks really good. So overall, this is a good figure. I definitely recommend people pick it up. You know, it's a little basic on the accessories. Just has the clawed hands, the unmasked head, and a little, I don't know what this is called, but it's a good figure. Obviously, if you are a Wolverine fan, I would recommend picking this up. It's pinless. It's a good figure, so definitely recommend it. So I got it from CMD store, Montreal, Canada-based store. I'm in Texas. I actually ordered the Wave Friday afternoon, and I got it this morning. Today is Monday the 4th. So that was real quick. So happy for it. So they got it. They usually get stuff in weeks in advance. So that's a good indicator that this should be hitting stores pretty soon. Pole should get it pretty soon. Big Bad Toy Store should get it. Entertainment Earth, Amazon, or whoever, pretty much any retailer that sells figures online should get this pretty soon. So I'm happy with it. Again, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate y'all. Like I said, I'm not trying to get paid off of YouTube. I'm not trying to be an influencer. I just want to share my love for action figures, doing my own reviews and stuff like that. So I do appreciate everybody who watches my videos, anybody who likes, comments, if you even dislike a video, if you have criticism, what do I do wrong? I'm open to suggestions to help me be a better photographer, better reviewer. But again, I appreciate everybody who watches my videos. Even if my video only gets 12 views, I appreciate those 12 views. I really do. I'm not getting paid from this, but I do appreciate everybody who watches my videos. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good one. Peace.